Hi, thanks for watching. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can increase the rank of your website so you can eventually get it onto the top of the first page of Google search results, and then show you what kind of search volume and traffic your site will be getting, along with the amount of new leads coming directly to your business. So to do this, I've just taken a search for house cleaning as well as office cleaning in Pittsburgh, and I've taken the top search result in each of these searches, as well as your website, and then I put them all into this tool that I use, and it shows me all the information that Google finds on your site that it uses to determine your position in the search results. And then it rates its strength and trust on a scale of 1 to 100. So if we just quickly look at some of the other competitors, you can see why Google is ranking these well above yours. But let me go into a little bit of detail on what these numbers mean and then how you can improve them on your site. So when Google is going to determine in what order to rank a website in the search, it uses two factors. The first is what's called authority, which is basically the trust that it has in your site. Now this authority is gained when other domains or websites refer back to yours and then they create a link. And then this acts as an endorsement that Google uses to build that trust because other websites are vouching for you. So to use an example, if say the local news station did an article on their website for the top 10 best cleaning services in the Pittsburgh area, and in that article the reader could click on a link and it would bring them to your website, that would be considered one backlink from one referring domain. Now there are a lot of different types of websites that can link back to yours. One very important type is what's called a citation. Now, a citation is any time that your name, address, and phone number appear in an online directory. Those include Yelp, Yellow Pages, Better Business Bureau. These directories are usually all free. It just takes some time to find them, register your business, and then input all your information exactly as it's shown in Google. So as you can see, these websites have a lot of other domains or other websites that are linking back to theirs, which is making Google trust them over yours. But it's something to note here is it's not just a matter of the quantity of these links, it's also the quality. So these websites that are linking back to yours need to be trustworthy, authoritative, and they need to be relative to your service. We can't just have any website linking back to yours. Now the second factor for ranking a website is the content on the page. So as you can see here, Google is not picking up any keywords on your page. So let me just use one of the competitors here so I can show you what I mean for an example. These are all the keywords and phrases that are being typed into Google search, and this is the volume, the number of times per month they're being searched. So this is where we do some research to find all the highest volume keywords relative to the services that you offer and in the areas that you cover, and make sure that those are being included on your website. So for instance, cleaning services in Pittsburgh is being searched 450 times per month. If your website was on the first page of Google, 450 people a month would be finding your website when they search. Now we're very conservative, and Google Analytics says about 10% of search volume becomes a potential lead to your business. So now you're looking at potential of 45 calls, text, or emails coming into your business off of this one search. Now, depending on how many of those convert into a customer, you can just see how that can add up to some revenue at the end of the month, at the end of the year. And that's just off one keyword. So then we repeat that same process for all the highest volume keywords, and we make sure that you're getting all those calls and emails coming directly to your business. However, there is a formula that Google uses to find these keywords on your site. So if we go back and take a look at it here, I like the layout where we have everything they can need right at the top, all the information they're going to be looking for. Text us for a free estimate. This should also be something that when people are searching, hopefully in a mobile format, that it automatically sends a text message. I know in a web format, it won't really let me do anything. It's also a good idea. I believe you had one at the bottom. Yes, so this form would also be a good idea to have this higher up at the top. Same thing, so when they load it on their mobile device, if they don't want to send a text message, the information is right there where they can input to get an email back. However, as far as Google is concerned, it doesn't care what the layout looks like. It's just going to come in and count all the words and text on the page. Now it's generally looking for a minimum of about 1,500 words because it assumes that the more information you have on the page, the more of an expert you are, and then the more likely it is to recommend you in the search. Now, while it's counting for words, it's also searching for all those keywords, so any of the services and areas that you cover. Now, this is where the number of words on the page really comes into play because you're only allowed to have one of these keywords for every 150 words of text on the page. So the more services or locations that you want to be found for in search means the more content that you're going to have to add to the page. I believe what's also happening is these are getting picked up as a picture and not as a text, and then that's also another reason why you're not being found for those keywords. But where you place them on the page, the size of the font, if they're a heading or if they're in a paragraph, these are all things that matter to Google and it ranks them on importance. So if we're looking at really high traffic keywords that we want to make sure that Google picks up, we want them to be big and bold, and then you need to have information or content specifically written towards this keyword so that way it qualifies and then you can be found in the search. Now when a search does come up, the first thing that's going to appear is what's called the Google Map Pack. Now, this is an important area to try to get into because a lot of traffic comes to these top 3 sites. So to get listed in here, you just need to fill out your Google business profile, which is part of the Maps app, so you can do it right from a smartphone. You want to fill out as much information as possible, all the services you offer, the area, hours of operation. You have a business description that you're allowed 750 characters. You want to fill that out with some keywords. And then you want to be taking pictures that are geolocated and tagged from within your service area, as well as posts on your profile on a regular basis, collect as many reviews, and then you want to get as many citations as possible. You want your name, address, and phone number listed in more directories than anybody else on this list. Then underneath that, this is what we call the organic search results. This is where the more authority or the trust that Google has in your site, the higher up in the list that you'll appear. So this is where getting more of those links or referrals from other websites is going to help you climb and outrank the competition. Then once you are at the top of the list, you'll be getting all that search volume and all those leads coming directly into your business. Now, I hope this information was helpful and shows you how you can scale some of your online presence. But please feel free to reach out if you have any questions or if you'd like me to go into any further details. We can talk about some of your goals for the business, whether it be a specific service or a specific area, and talk about how we can achieve that for you. I appreciate your time and look forward to speaking with you.